The intensity level of the CUNA GAC gets a little bit higher on Wednesdays. Hi, I'm Mike Bridges, Vice President of Communications with the League, and welcome to the LSCU from the GAC. Now we go from talking about the issues, learning more about the issues, dissecting them, to putting them in practice on Wednesday on the Hill visits. And for Alabama and Florida credit unions, it's an exercise in speed walking. Alabama and Florida attendees made 38 visits in just about 7 hours. That's a lot of walking, gathering outside the office, then moving in. The main issue of preserving the credit union tax exemption, data security, and regulatory relief were discussed. When talking tax reform, most offices remarked that the credit union tax exemption is not in play. Data security was a hot topic, with many credit unions giving real-world examples of how data breach affects their members, while merchants are held to a different standard.
We talked about wanting stronger notification abilities. We talked about wanting merchants to have standards with what they do with personal information, as well as a merchant reimbursement component to data security. We got some really good feedback on that.
Regulatory reform had consensus support in most offices. Credit unions have seen 200 new regulations since 2008. The message is that it's killing credit unions. Senator Richard Shelby of Alabama has already held some hearings looking for regulatory relief. Some offices also offered ideas on ways to raise awareness about the member business lending cap. In all, the 38 meetings were productive with plenty of dialogue. It left the attendees with an optimistic feeling.
The meetings with the staff people went very well. They were very receptive. I think we got a lot of good points across, and I felt like they were able to interpret what we were saying and really understood the depth of where we were trying to go with our issues. So I felt pretty good about it.
The league honored Senator Shelby and Representative Jeff Miller of Florida as Federal Lawmakers of the Year. Senator Shelby received his award during the Hill visits. Both are strong credit union advocates. Senator Shelby, as Senate Banking Chair, held those regulatory relief hearings that included credit unions and also wrote a letter of concern to the NCUA about the first RBC proposal.
The meeting with Senator Shelby was really a great opportunity for some of our CEOs to get in there and talk with him about why he was the Lawmaker of the Year. His efforts on regulatory reform have really been tremendous. They would really help credit unions.
One of the final events of the CUNA GAC is the Maxwell Herring and Chardin Awards. 3 Alabama and Florida credit unions were honored with second-place awards. For the third straight year, Alabama Credit Union was awarded a Dora Maxwell Award for its Secret Meals for Kids program. For the first time, Tallahassee Leon was honored with a Desjardins Award for its Mini Billionaires Camp, which is teaching financial literacy in a fun camp environment.
So this is summer camp, right? We want it to be fun. So instead of just serving them s'mores, we had them run their own s'mores businesses in the afternoon. And so that was a lot of fun.
Penair Federal Credit Union was honored with a Herring Award for its work following a flash flood. The response project not only provided money for the community, but much needed support with 0% loans. Plus, the staff also donated nearly $1,000. The flood closed many things in town for 2 days.
It was natural. It wasn't even a, should we do something? It was like, what can we do? And right away, the executive team got together and just kind of hashed out a quick plan, and it was easy.
And just like that, it's over. But there's more advocacy opportunities for you. You can take part in the state GACs. Florida's is coming up in a couple of weeks. Alabama's a couple of weeks after that. And then you can also take part in the legislative meet and greets in your district. Also take part in those action alerts as they come your way. This week is one brick in the foundation of our advocacy efforts.